If so, please, someone proceed.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chairman. Good afternoon, commissioners, and good afternoon, members of the audience. We are ready to proceed with the next witness.
Aye.
Mr. Usher, the witness is speaking in the Manjaro language.
I, Sonna Bass,
Inji Sonna Bass.
I, Sonna Bass,
Inji Sonna Bass.
Inji Sonna Bass.
do swear that
Mambajane. Mambajane.
Mambajane.
I'll speak the truth,
Malent Ubarare.
Malent Ubarare.
the whole truth,
Ubarare Bliang.
Ubarare Bliang.
and nothing but the truth.
Tenji Kanja Kolon, Unchitu Ubarare.
Tenji Kanjato Unchiti Ubarare.
So help me God.
Chankin Nasimbati.
Sangi Nasiambati.
Good afternoon, Sonna.
Penak Sonna.
Belong.
Welcome to the TRRC, and thank you for agreeing to testify today.
Kabarano, Bimbing to TRRCT. Thank you too for inviting me here at the TRRC.
I'm very sorry for keeping you waiting all day. You've been here since morning.
Manyano Jampsa, Walwi Mevene, Mantefanuti, Paunu Ling, Mchiripulipunda.
Nyano Jabsa, and Tefanu Bliang, Chiripalapunda.
She's acknowledging the fact that she was here waiting all this while.
I understand that you're also not feeling well and that your pressure is high.
Mamebutne, Musatmak, Tepinyaku, Karenga. I am not feeling well and my blood pressure is also high.
I will try as much as possible to go through your testimony as efficiently as I can.
Manta mandra putu klientu ndo kondowe bimpuri bi pro komuntun.
Amanda the client on the go umpurere program to
Counsel, the witness does not seem to understand the proceedings. She's virtually repeating the things I am saying to her. I don't know if I may come there and explain certain things to her.
Yes, I believe you can go ahead to make her understand.
Okay, let me just work in there.
Thank you. Can we proceed, Mr. Mendy? Thank you for that.
Welcome.
If at any point you feel dizzy or unwell, please let us know, and we will give you an opportunity to take a rest.
Uleru mewine kantime mobuank anem norank angal pinaksa lentu ndine angal pinaksa undaka ululera katipkinaksa. I shall not rest.
We met yesterday briefly, and as you know, my name is Sagar.
Ngijik takala sekonjona tui akom bimmebi katim jikaja Sagar.
And I am the counsel who will be guiding you with your testimony today.
Njinchu na loyani me njikan tunkun ti plaint ko menkne parundu biro.
I know that this is the first time you are testifying and speaking in such a formal setting.
Mamene tare chunu nu chak bimebine kinyakan ninka ni punyakan ti ko mene chumbu me banyan chef namping.
But please do not be nervous or afraid.
Ma chat lunk chat lala.
This is merely a conversation between the two of us.
Koi anamarane achibichi to metarin jinuwe.
Can you please tell me whether you are seated comfortably in your chair?
Lentine nem chefankwara to petefio. I am well seated.
Be at ease whilst you give us your testimony and simply pay attention to the questions I will be asking you.
Tefanuara wali mebine client banyang kong parwe chikinden gwe parangi mengine ngulngi kwe parangon.
After I ask my questions, please respond to them.
Wali mebine ma bulungo gwe parangi ki jank mangge parangi muntungun.
The metal object that is in front of you is a microphone which will help amplify your voice to the hearing of everybody in this room.
Koe miunga a tefnari Bruno au tabanaungo chunko meone katun primu kateati bilinga.
So I would like you to draw it close to you and speak through it.
Mangalim don katotiko muntun uokiu uchiku jipan kamabam tumti ko unjankunga.
Because what you're going to tell us today is very important to us, so we all want to hear everything that you have to say very clearly.
Parme tari koe klientundi achiko meone achiko unchi work we meone banyam filip table konkaun wara banyan dom ka teko ngali pijabling.
We've already discussed what language you wish to testify in, and you've decided that you wanted to testify in Manjago, which is your mother tongue.
Ngijipamba ulingu meone ulim ngalom plaint compare to biro ampibane we ngal pijipana manjako we me chunurasa wimboknawe.
Fortunately for you, we have the able Mr. Mendy, our Manjago interpreter.
Ti kajakubuaro a Mr. Mendy chiti ni me a chini me kawisnirim ti manjako tingling ngushint.
And you have just met him.
Te daru winarinkri konjunatui.
You are aware that he speaks a different dialect of Manjago from you.
Kombi mebine lui manjako la bafatni manjako.
But after assessing the language and speaking to you, he feels comfortable enough to proceed with the interpretation.
Ma welo mewi na ko chini wi affaire ne akaw watne apuri na ron no puri pichol siaru lingu babanyambling kateko ngali pija.
If in the unlikely event that he is unable to understand any particular words or phrases in your dialect,
chukom ne wale chu ulera chu wale mewi ne akako imlentu wi me ne no natural siar tet.
he may ask us to pause and ask you follow-up questions in Manjago in order to ensure that his interpretation of your testimony is as accurate as possible.
Kapure bichi nului kanatan bichi ne lent bu lentu ne nako tindri ko emjawe purum don lent ko muntu ndi Manjako bulombuga kapure don kam meko emjawe lent ba nyamblim bi kimeke ke chikin bunno bugun walwing.
Therefore, we must take our time with your testimony to ensure that the interpreters
Komuntun kaune fok ba nyanka jeju lero kula ci bi chol siariki puy ne bi kan chol siariki
and members of the audience are able to follow your testimony.
ne bi kan cikine mi ki blinga ba puri warom ko fete bi cikine ko me ne wolim bi untari paplentu mundu blinga.
Your testimony will be guided and interrupted from time to time by questions that I may ask.
Kalent comparing rubiro banyam ko ci boko ciajano ko mabano buga wal no cintuwol boko natano boko we parum longo e par ci ko em jawi.
So please allow me to finish my questions.
Undo ko muntun jamsan ko woli buga clipin kaya ka we par taka ba we parinji
And pause briefly before you respond.
ci we par wamba ki cikimbur ko tis balar ko kaja ko jangama we par muntu mi ngone ma we parul
To avoid us speaking at the same time.
Puine irimja to pailera kom ko jipon we would go jipon.
If at any point you are unclear about my questions,
Chu wal chu me ne ulong ko e parwi jintato
or you would like me to repeat or clarify them,
anem ngalang kinji puka ka widi sakale ka we parwe prindong ko e par kak ane pi jinten we par mundu kakang.
please don't hesitate to ask.
Yat lip ko lo me ko jon. E parin din client ne ko em jawang untetul ane mangalim don ka ko e paren kak ka por pete war.
Unjawanga mantewude.
I heard what you have said.
Your testimony will be heard over the course of a session, which is about an hour and a half.
Ko e client ring tari ka ci ko e mewne ka jeju uler no metari.
And in consideration of your state of well-being right now, if at any point you would like to take a break, please call my attention.
Pambi wina bingne ntinyani memi yesmak uchikom ne chuwali memne mchiri plento kompare rubiro am ngal pnaksa lenti nem ngal pnaksa ka wolole ka panketef naksa kotis kula puri puche kak ke kuntenar plento banyanko memne parun rubiro.
And finally,
I am happy about that.
And finally, remember that you swore on the Bible
Oto mi wala lesson nem baja tikatim ubibul.
So you have a duty to tell us the truth.
So achiu ko mene achiri chako pamdon klentu barare.
The purpose of you being here today
Konkaim chitintari
is to tell us what happened to you about 10 years or so ago.
achi plentu ko mene parondu biro chingwale muntaja wala ngalakangi
during the regime of the former president Yaya Jammeh.
Walu mewi na sina longo chiti Yaya Jammeh atefri pusin.
When you were abducted from your home
Wali mewi ne moberon tabu
in Makumbaya
di Makumbaya
and taken to an unknown destination
about tupon plus mepine made plus pumpon
against your will.
achit ko mewi ne aracho ko ngalwe.
We want to know what happened to you in that place you were taken to. How you were treated there. And your physical and mental condition after you returned home. And what impact this has had on your family. and the effect on your status in the community.
Ni kon bu to bi taba nyaado ka winu ka namara di place bi mepne dolim tefro.
I know that I already said this will be a conversation between the two of us.
Mamene malentu bane ko e ka chibichi metare njini we.
But after I have finished my conversation with you,
Ma wali mebne mambabi chinji ni we.
the commissioners, who are those good individuals dressed very smartly on your left-hand side,
Banchiki commissioners chuki manyama warabiki making ne tefu kuna rangi ring tunyanga mayu.
may also wish to ask you additional questions.
Apuri bichi buka ngalutu peperu ngwe parangulongi mengi bofat ningi na parangung.
And in the end, you will have a final say
Tutomi wala undaka wala butu plus pamdong nyaka mutu kwe mkawe.
to everyone watching.
Papa nyambiki making ne ka tembu kumbilingi ntare kwe kamparwe ching.
I'm sorry that we have so many rules and regulations at the TRRC.
Manyano ke jambsen parme unda kangu tuangi mengi ngo ko chumting de TRRC ting.
But I hope that you have understood them all.
Mama fiarne mtindir ngulbuling ngo tuangi mengi ne mlentangul. Tum tindira. Mtengiluang galentanginka. Mtengula.
Indeed.
I have not heard.
She hasn't heard, or has she heard? Please, can you repeat and just ask her if she has understood
Mte
everything that I have said?
mlenta wenka undo bichibi kenara gaja blinga.
Indi andarabi.
Wa bichibi ko galentangin blinga mtengula.
De pare no ka unke pijakaja.
If you ask me what I have to say, I will say so.
Very well, then I think we should go straight into your testimony.
Anamara warra to chitinka jakane jinkere pichikin ko mevne chunko mkai plant banyantare.
What are you called? What is your name?
Atimuka jaum.
Manja Sonna bas.
My name is Sonna Bas.
What is your current address?
Tumtum teftun to Walwe.
Taria.
Tare.
Manteri mangumba.
I am a resident in Mankumbaya.
When and where were you born?
Tum nuwaluam dimbukarun.
Ilesa tu anu mbuke kakata ke.
I cannot recall when I was born, but my document is here with me.
Can we have this document that you're referring to, Mr. Usher? Can you
Tum
help?
puri piyo wanul kakata kim jakin kim chiji kakata gambukaraoke.
Thank you very much.
Baramak.
Thank you, Mr. Ture.
Barang Mr. Ture.
We have a copy of your national identity card here,
Onda chiji ka ID card utenga.
and it states that you were born on the 5th
Kapiba ne mbuka ngunuka nyan.
of May 1936.
Chipili Mayo 1936.
And Mr. Chairman, we would like to include this in the record.
No we par chairman pulbarombo ka je ka kata ki ka boflindi kata me chundi kata on contre commission.
Can you tell me whether you're educated?
Lentine ne tumang mjangirang.
Injangiret.
I am not educated.
What is your occupation?
We chunu lempu.
Manjaro ongo lempo gade.
I do gardening
No mane.
and rice farming as well.
And what kind of gardening do you do?
Garden di namal lom dim donkuro.
Kamato unsobola.
I grow tomatoes and onions.
And is this where you get your income, or do you get an income from any other source?
Tum kajar king kajar garden ki tutum jongo kanon cham onem kabuglom buga bi mebinde bulum jongo kanon cham.
Manja lempalo so gade na awapo ankapataka karimbalira familia anji.
When I farm, do my gardening, and whatever monies I'm able to gather, that is what I use to upbring my family.
And can you tell us about your family?
Tum mpuri plentu luko ti familio.
Are you married?
Tum nima ne. Nima.
Penima.
Wow.
Ayingi chat.
My husband is late.
So you're a widow.
Anamara ne mchingat ni me mduka koro.
Do you have any children?
Tum ko patane
Wow.
manchiju pat.
until you got.
Yes, I have children.
How many children do you have?
Opatum binti jibokun.
Kanya.
I have 5 children.
And where were they born?
Ushakom, ibabokon.
Mambuku na mankumba wisa ambogot animatole.
I was born in Mankumba and I got married in Mankumbaya.
And you gave birth to your children in Makumbaya?
Namarane babukubu kibiling mbukna ukul di Mankumbaya.
Wow.
Yes.
Do you have any grandchildren?
Tum kabatimi wane.
Batima.
Wow.
Whatever tabo.
I have 2 grandchildren.
Can you remember a time during the regime of the ex-president Yaya Jammeh in 2009 when something happened to you?
Tum puri ples kolon umpari rubiro walu mewene na sinalong chefti Yaya Jammeh tako muntu rotu biro tu ko mewene abangu anon taja ngamparange.
Males.
I remember.
Can you remember how old you were at that time?
Tum puri ples walu muntun ngu anum gim kangun.
Ile sa tungwana mabinda ulawe males.
I cannot recall how old I was, but I can recall what happened to me.
Can you tell us at that point if you were a young woman or you were an old woman?
Lentunde no walu muntunang ndochi na plinati sanem chiang ngadni me mchingar na tafala.
Manchina trafale.
I was elderly.
And what was your state of health at the time?
Walu muntun ule de piyeso to beno ulefu umduro na maja.
Ule fanyi. Ah, puta fa bobe. Ule runchina pele akatafi ndiganaka.
Well, as for my health, as you know, when you are a young girl, as you grow old, your health begins to fail you.
And I'm talking in particular about that particular time, before you were taken away from your home, whether you were in good health or whether you were in bad health.
Ingri jaka jiponan walu muntun walu me bala bu jaje inga tepande to ko tepande tink walu muntun nem do yisang anem do jong makang walu muntun
Indiga mak.
I never got sick then.
And were you able to carry out your farming activities and household chores with relative ease?
Walu muntun tum nem do pureng pro ulempa gadi nuinga ninglem ka togni mengnem kap jong krongul tem de ko nor. I was never tired. I used to work from morning to evening.
And during this time when you were taken away, were you living with anybody at Makumbaya?
Wali mengne bo kamo ben katapondo. Tumula rumuntun akaba nyambe ke mekinendra tefni okuli katoenda.
Ba mo be megoya.
Wali bu mo be katapondo. Tum de katoenda ndo tefni balo manyandula.
Mani ajogare. Ani ajogare nandom pani. An sepu punyawa.
Kon we pare chune. Wali mebne bo kamo bo katapondo eng. De katoenda.
Dia meto kota.
Ndo chini endula. Ndo tefni boko mchini bi yenien.
Ba jentenye gara o mebre. O chino ka ni abokunyi nono.
At that time my colleagues were still in the farms and I was in the house with only one of my children.
And which particular child are you referring to?
Abukunom niki John nulina ronchele kato walu muntun.
Nchi Bana Gomez.
That is Bana Gomez.
I know that at that particular time she was the one at the house with you, but during that time were you living with your other children?
Mamene wali buku mobung wini Bana Gomez indi batibra ronchele kato. Ma uleru muntu mbilinga. Tum doka bal nyambalo mbeki mekine. Daro chile kato ni buku biling beki mekine bofari familia.
Batapo uleru bo mawinu. Ba jentenye gara ndra baya kala sapom.
At that time, when I was being abducted, my colleagues had gone to attend a funeral service somewhere.
Were you living with your children, all of your other children, apart from your daughter that you mentioned? Were you living with them in the same house at that point?
Moe paru wali mengne buka mobo. Babu kubu ba chinti boku nong. Unchito wani mduing katim ni mduing. Nendro tefang ne buku bilinga di katogalole.
Achi babu kunyi be gara ka gara batrape ire.
They were all there as my children, but just that they are all gone to their farms. That was why they were not there.
Yeah, thank you very much. I understand that point.
Baramak, mame kwek jaweng.
And how old were your children at this time?
Walwing, babuku, brochinguanum. It's been a long time, I cannot recall.
Were they young children or older children at that point?
Tum brochu patabotis, anabichibanyami ki mekine, bungalapataf kotis. They were a little bit old.
And were they going to school, perhaps?
Walamuntun, anebarokoyanki kolang. The oldest one was going to school, but the younger ones were not yet going to school.
And you told us that on that morning or on that day when you were taken away, some of your colleagues were at the farm. Can you tell us what you were doing in particular on that day in the morning?
Wow. I had a garden at home.
Tell us about this garden.
I was watering my garden. After I completed the watering, I went to take a bath. I washed in the garden and I was only having my wrapper around my body and I was coming to enter the house. Because I had this wrapper on my body and I was not yet dry. Then I saw a man enter the house. Then he came and held me on my neck. And then he started dragging me along and he held onto my hand and he was dragging me along. He took me a long way and then my daughter came running with some clothes for me. And she said to him, please stand, I want to help my mother to dress up. And then the man stood. That was when I put on my dress and he held onto my hand. The bus was parked at the Alcalo's place. So he held my hand and dragged me along until we got to the bus, and then he pushed me in and told me, get inside.
Thank you. For now, I will have to ask you some follow-up questions.
Baramaka inkiri kjamsen mawe paru ngwe parang longi mengene kachi chi koyemdeng lentunduba.
I have to interrupt you so that we can understand what you're trying to tell us better.
Uler manfalu jipan kaya paru nglongwe paru purungron jaka puru petilir.
Where is your compound located in Makumbaya?
Kato achule ko on Makumbaya. When you pass to Barco, you move on. When you get to a junction, you have a road going to Brikama. It's close by, not very far away.
Is it located on the highway?
Tum kato achi chibugabuyaka.
Wow.
Yes.
Is it located near an important landmark?
Tum kato achi tukoti metne a walk tukoti work. It's close to the Alcalo's compound.
And where is your garden located?
Your garden, look what you
garden.
My garden is at home.
So you were gardening at home when this man came into your room?
Anamadane mdochiri kakulu katobo chiri garden buwali mene ninti aneje kato.
Did you take a look at this man?
Tum mteni ninti pikirinula. I did not know him. But they had some red clothing and they had mirrors as well.
And can you give any further description?
Tum puri plentun banyambe ki biman nambija.
Could you see his face clearly?
Tum waluink walumuntum puri pubink kasul koimene ajintu mikre ne nink inkina namdo.
But you go jankale ningus higher billion too.
They had red clothing and red trousers.
What about his face? Was anything on his face in particular?
Mba rostol. Tum do puri puin rostol walumuntuna. When he held me, I could not comport myself. I was afraid.
Can you tell us how he held you? And you can give us some descriptions, if need be, if you want to get up from your chair and give us a demonstration, you can do that.
Lentunde binna mobe bija. Uchu puri bichisa, mpuri binata, kepibanunde binna mobe bija, wale meyo kuna ko tingure kato.
Can we have the microphone, Aissatou, please, so that we can hear what she has to say?
Micro,
Mamband.
When I arrived,
Manat.
I stood. After I took bath, I had my wrapper on me. So I was coming, waiting, so that if I dried up, I'll put on my dress. He came behind me and held me on the scruff of my neck. And then he held my hand. And he was pulling me forcefully because I was resisting. But I was not powerful enough. But when we arrived, I found out that the bus was already filled up.
Please take a seat now. Please take a seat. Thank you. Thank you for that demonstration. I will just continue with my follow-up questions. At this point, when the intruder came into your house, you've already told us that you were at home with your daughter, Bana. What was she doing at this point?
Nola.
She wasn't doing anything.
Did she?
It's just the way we were. I went behind to do my watering, and she was in the house.
And
that is what I am telling you. And so that was how he held me on my hand and on my neck and took me into the bus.
Thank you, Sonna. Sonna, please listen to me. I need to ask you some more questions before you proceed. After you had taken a bath, you said you tied your wrapper around your body. Yes. On what part of your body did you tie your wrapper?
I took bath. I was not yet dry, so as to put on my dress. So it is the wrapper that I took and I covered myself with. So that was how he came and surprised me and held me from the back and started dragging me away.
Just hold on, Sonna. Where did you tie your wrapper? That is my question. Did you tie it on your upper body or on your lower body?
Ajo ke maka ke chikin ko no parewe. Belenji bim tambing. Mtambul de blanco anem tambul kom de route milwang. I tied it on my waist.
So you tied the wrapper on your waist, and did you cover your upper body?
Aja ulori mengnem tambul lenji be blanco. Tumu putupu roto putupu milong kundu ko montona.
Ukulo.
Kom milo kunda.
Milu kunda.
My breasts were not covered.
So you were naked from the top.
Anamara ne mchikombe yani nubuko bonga poponde putupu roto.
Blenji mama email ko antane neti. Titin tanto.
Important point.
And this was the point.
Man tambule di pitching tansi.
Thank you. And this was the point that this man intruded into the house, held you by the neck, and then dragged you out of the house towards the outside of your compound. Is that correct?
Wala muntui chuwe ninti neji mobure katut na mabubu tulikanyan anuru so putupande utanda unguru chiruna.
Ah, manjahale.
I was surprised.
And you said your house is located on the public highway. Is that correct?
Am lentu ne kato chikanatati awok umbera wek. It's by the public highway, yes.
And this man dragged you out of your house half naked onto the public highway.
Unamarane ninti a mobu yenga pulandi yengu wali mengne mti mandil tuwara kombi mngalbi anachilandu umbera timetne banyambilenga purupuino. Yes.
Did anyone see you?
Tum nyana china nangwinuya.
Banyanga chi.
There were people.
And where was your daughter at this point?
Walu muntui abukuni ngatni arochitum.
Nia. Chiti meo pataja uleru la neka kasagod. Aba anachi aruka ka wina aruka ka panira chanta puimbi no tatimbi anaru tubari kamisa. At
that time, she was young, but when she saw what was happening to me, that was when she rushed and brought in a dress and pleaded with this man to allow him so that I could be dressed properly.
And how did this man react?
The man did not respond to her.
At any point, after the man entered into your room, did he speak to you?
Tum wali memgne ninti aneje kato anu mobuing. Tum akairo niri mime nako jowa adnyakananwa. He did not speak to me.
Can you describe whether he was a fair-skinned or dark-skinned man, whether he was short or tall?
Tum puri plan tunde nena mbinge mobo ajinta katilang ane ajinang ane chinyani mene nako yampang ane achina mene nako rungut. Well, when he held me, I was disorientated, so I could not determine all those things.
But you have already described to us the way in which he was dressed, and you said he was dressed in a red top and trousers, and then he had mirrors all over his body. Is that correct?
Ma mlentundba bina timandir bija nja atima kamisa ka jankal utuwa ka jang u jankal ana chijibuto ibiri dingyulo chitungrim jaruna red clothes on the head and also red trousers.
When he came into your room dressed like that, how did you react?
Wali mebene nako bande kato anu timandir namal bing wem tagunde bato. I belittled myself.
Can I have an explanation as to what that means?
Tum puri plan tundo ko mem gnem ja jutre be no apach. A small child.
No penike mo win. Na patro to go niga misable nji indika chebe mokwabe.
How could he come and hold me in that way in my that state? If my daughter had not rushed to come to bring that dress, and God forbid, if my wrapper had fallen down, wouldn't I be naked?
Indeed. Can you tell us if you were scared at that point?
When we left, and we got there, there was a sitting room. There was no tiles.
We have not got to that point yet. Sorry, Mr. Interpreter. Just take her back. Tell her that we haven't got to that point yet.
Ajak jampsa jakaro buar ngeneta band plus mapping name chile plane tunda jaka wito fet ko tis katenga ko ngolongi mengi karo jaka jintangulu bala jaka par.
Right now, what I am trying to understand is how she reacted when this strange man and the way he was dressed appeared in front of her. Was she scared? I mean, what was her reaction?
Ko ngali be tuning Wali mengine nindini mengine metul. Anati mengi jankali nanchilinki ibiri ringula. Wali me anaje kato e mobu pink. Tum dolunga.
Malanka.
I was scared.
And how did you feel?
Ole remuntun werongal parri batu emdo tag.
Bim namabiba.
Ole namabi.
On you tiri.
I belittled myself when he held me.
And did you know where he was taking you to?
Met tinarong tapando.
Mami ocha ako munta baru ko ta yundu ko ta jabe kondela.
I did not know where we were being taken. We were just taken and dumped, and so I had no idea where I was being taken to.
Did he tell you anything?
Nyana mobbing, aliento ko. Nyana mobbing, kako na jowe.
Ja tingo.
He did not tell me anything.
And you have already said that you tried to resist, but then he overpowered you.
Atem lentu ne wale na mowe nongal popokulu ma na piano fosa.
Can you please confirm this, Sonna?
Lentu ne ashianku barare wale me
Mobi na tiki kanya.
He held me and he held on my neck and my hand.
Bina de simbang ko tuturu ni ban chele ana tiki kanya.
When he held me on my neck and forced me out of the room, he held my hand. He did not speak to me, he did not say anything. He just took me to the door of the bus and pushed me inside.
I understand that, Sonna. Did you say anything to him?
Ma tum ne wi njolang kolon ane kako mjolwi wale ne mene na ko mobu. I did not tell him anything because I was scared. I was thinking that death has arrived. I didn't tell him anything.
Why did you feel that death had arrived at that point?
Where come fear and wallamuntun picture to bandipo? Well, someone that you do not know to just come like that and start to terrorize you, then you will think that probably death has arrived.
And then when you got to the bus, can you just describe the environment around the bus? What was going on? What did you see?
Lentundi wali mebine mbandiru bus. Weron chilipuro ti utandu bus nebo metro bus ko mebine muwinu roa anem te nyank jipon lentunde ko muntu. When I arrived, I found that people were filled the bus.
And did you see any other people apart from the people who were on board the bus? Did you see any other men?
From Warumuntu, Tuma Kabanyamolok making a Muimbokolo, Unchitubanyamiki making a Bichibaro metro bus. Well, I just found their people. They were just out, and whenever they see people, they will capture them and bring them.
And these people that you're talking about, were they the same kind of people as the man who captured you from your home?
Tum bunam ni nyane meongne nulu neji nunga to e moburul achilendu e niyono boswe. I don't know.
Did you see any other men who were dressed in red, similar to the man who had captured you?
Tum ne wali memne mbandiro bosron muimbalo mbanyambe ki meki betima butingi jankal kom nandong bikato e moburul apunandio. Yes, there were many.
Do you know the number?
Tum me bichibanyanum. I did not count them. I was on the verge of death. How would I be counting?
We understand that, and we understand the situation you were in. Did you see any men in uniform at that point?
Wow.
Yes.
What kind of men in uniform did you see?
Some people had green clothes.
We have testimony from the witness that just testified, Trrc. She told us that around the area where the bus was parked, there was singing and dancing that was going on. Can you remember?
Aja, undaka ko mewne akanam pariting teres we me ko lentunda aja walu mewne o bosa nat akaba nyamalo be ke meke be ciru tand abarako ya ba ci jingin tampuru abu class ngulu tum pour place ko ya that was what they did.
Do you know who was doing the drumming and the singing, and I believe the clapping as well?
Tum nemme bokom do kun kalas ane bokom do kun chibika yabiki ane biki kan bika wafiki. I did not know them.
Were they from the village of Makumbaya?
Tum bichiba buku untabu Makumbaya? No.
And these men that were abducting different people from their houses, including the man who captured you, do you know if they were from Makumbaya?
Anyambiki making ne, but he may jankal. Abana junta bakama buanyang, kapuna njogol kanayan boss. Come binambiunke mobile kato. Tum mene, bichiba buku Makumbaya? No.
And do you know whether they were from this country called our country, Gambia? Do you know if they were from this country?
Atum ne mene, bapune butu boss njapi, pekanjapi Gambia. Well, I did not know where they come from.
Did you ever hear them speak, any of them?
Tum mteba na lontebukul jipana. No.
And you're saying that when this particular man who captured you got to the bus, he pushed you inside. Is that correct?
Mlentne, nintini menkne atimengi jankal, nabane kato e mobiu, wali mewene atapanu tanda bantim tumpul madobos, ana pambo mneje meto, onguru chiruna. Yes.
And you also met other people on that bus?
Am bandu ba metro boss, am kakam chunkud balumba nyambi kimme kibut, boro mobe ba ute jukanarula. Yes.
Can you tell us who you found on that bus?
Tum puri plane tundu, bokom bikim tungukundu ba metro boss we. We were mixed up. I could not identify anyone.
Were there any people from Makumbaya on that bus?
Tum akaba nyambi kimme kine, bapuni untabu Makumbaya, bikimme bikine, wala muntun, bro chibutu ba metro boss, bamba fabiki mekine, bichiba mova biki. I found them there.
Can we proceed? Those from Makumbaya, can you name any of them? Perhaps, Mr. Interpreter, at this point, can you ask her if she's feeling well?
Yai, Sonna, mangal paper wali ne tumu ule fangal po getanirwa. My health is not fine.
Do you feel that you're able to go on?
Atum nem fiarne mpurim donc contenar plente bunyanko menkne ashi compare rubiro ne. I am able to continue.
Thank you very much. We really appreciate this. I will try and be as fast as possible.
Onda lilanti menkne niram po contenar plente bunyanko me paru biro mantamandir ka charambi chibi njaka pure charpa garandirti.
Please tell me the names of those you found on the bus from Makumbaya.
Jamsang client ni timba nyambi ki mekune bopani Makumbaya tem tungukul di metro boss wing.
I
found Alasana Jaju. I found Danjan Sow. Urimane. These are the people that I know. The rest were a mixture.
Did you see the witness who just testified, Trrc Gomez, on the bus?
Nimeongune nakoro jiponte bufa balakane jingi kanjangi Trrc Gomez. Tum wali menem nejo boswe. Muinu lula. I was the last to arrive, and they were already at the back of the bus.
Are you confirming that Trrc Gomez was on that bus?
Undu inelerat.
We did not see. Initially, we did not see each other, but we only got to see each other when we alighted at the destination where they took us to.
All right. And those people that were on the bus, can you tell me what the age range or age group they were?
Banyam became making the metro bus. Tum put a plane to the Banyam Guan go Miba Shingun, and never Shango Patrank, and never Tafal and never Tafal Makang. I cannot tell you anyone's age. If I should claim that, I will be lying.
Were they young or old?
I think what you wouldn't get.
It was my type, and some were even older than me.
And I know you said the bus was full to capacity, but can you tell me approximately how many people were on the bus, if you can remember?
Mame, mlentu ne walim bandwe, mtunku bos chumba to chum. Tu walwi, chum puri plentu ne bos we bu chumin anamin kanom. Ubanyam chukundulu. Your metro bos we. I did not know how many were there. I was captured and brought along and joined with those people.
And apart from the people from Makumbaya, do you know if any other people from other communities were on that bus?
Opumba banya bikime bikine, bopani Makumbaya, bikime kim chungolo metro bus we. Tuma jentu ne, akabalo bikime ke mobabut dingi changolong, ngambofati ngidi Makumbaya. At that time, anyone that came to the garden was captured.
And was it correct that some people were coming to the garden at Makumbaya, even though they lived in other communities outside Makumbaya?
And kon achubara rene, akabala making mekine, but tefnata Makumbaya, but she nanga shanglong, maybe yo nunchi, bokabi garden boko de Makumbaya, unguru chiruna. Yes, they used to come to the garden.
What about the transportation garage? Do you know if people were captured around that area, coming from other regions?
Mba the garas Mankumba. Two mene, a couple of Bikim make in a mobile rule. Bikim make Ulon, Mukaroshi Bugabiandar. Yes.
The bus that was packed in Makumbaya, was it packed around the residence of any particular person?
Boss we marrying neighbor, not all the Mankumbaya. Tumtiwa Natan Tuwal. Tomorrow Natan It was stationed at the Alcalo's compound.
And who was the Alcalo at that point?
Walumuntun. Nom donchi Alcalo Mankumbaya.
Sakar Kujabi.
Sakar Kujabi. But he's late.
And did you see him during that time at any point?
Tumu Walumuntun. Walu Memgnebo Kamobin Manyan. Mtamp Sakar Pukasa. I did not see him.
You mentioned all these different people that boarded the bus. What about the soldiers or the people you mentioned that were dressed in uniform and the men in red? Did you leave them at Makumbaya or did they board the bus with you?
Niba mekune betima ingi pusin ban sondare tum da tapane bugul ane darukanga bugul de Makumbaya. We went along with them.
And do you know where the bus was heading to?
Walumuntun tum tu bos rotungaya. I did not know where we were going to. We were just taken and dumped wherever they were taking us to.
Another point that you had boarded the bus, what did you feel? What was going through your mind?
Well, we may mtefra metro bus way. We don't get tagri, but wale memgnem tefana mapping metro tikiati. I was asking myself in my mind, my husband died early. If I were to die now, what would become of my children?
And at that point that you had been abducted from your home, you had left all of your children behind, is that correct?
Well, I had gone, prepared to die.
And tell me where you eventually arrived at. Where did you get to? What destination?
Lendu and the Walway, Tumtin be a tapaninde. They brought us to some area around here where I don't know. I have never came here before.
And you have told us that you were taken from your home in the morning. Can you tell us what time you got to this unknown place?
Lendu ne, but mobile gato, buffa apanandio. Tumbo tumpuri lendu and Walway mevene, the band plus mapping ne, but tapanin.
Babana nune plus.
Walwom.
Ilesa tungwano.
Manjo Walwom.
Achi unuruka kate.
Well, the sun, when we got there, the sun was already up in the sky.
And that would probably have been late morning to midday, perhaps?
Kanamarene, Pichara Loka, Ayakan, put up midi.
Bandata midi.
It was not yet up to 12.
So it must have been mid-morning.
So Kanamane Kashibufa, Umetari Bufa.
Puchala Juatengre.
The sun was just starting to rise up, not much.
And when you got to this place, can you describe what this place was? Were there any buildings?
Wali memni na band plus pink, lentuni bi plus nampi ja. Ne ito achi angrula.
Ito achi.
There were houses.
Please describe the house for us.
Lentuni to ebin nampi ja.
Mama wara pichati meti tabina.
No, I was on the verge of death, so I could not contemplate or visualize the structure of the houses.
Did you eventually go into the house?
Tum mbim neje katokinga. Katokin muinkinkin, de neje metukula.
Kia. Kibani ya nundi ke cementira roting.
The house that we were taken into had a cement floor, but it was not having tiles.
And what did you do, or what happened when you got into that house?
When the room, we sat down.
Who led you into the house?
Those who captured us. Those who had those red clothes and some soldiers, people of the state. We went inside and they made us to sit on the floor. And so we sat down. When we arrived, we found that there were some people who were cooking there, but we did not eat their food. So those that ate were not many. We were there seated, and then after they took us to one small room. And they made us to line up.
Please, can you assist the witness with her bag?
So what they did was, when one goes inside, they will give you to drink, and when you are done, you come out, and the next one follows. Like that. They took a tin which is of this size. They will fill it up. They will tell you to drink it up. When you drink and you could not finish, they will tell you to finish it up by force. And you must drink it and drink it to the last drop. So they fetch water. So we were just lying down.
No cement.
On the bare floor. And they gave us this medicine. So when you drink it, you will fall on the ground. So we were there, all just confused there, and we were all afraid, both men and women. When you request for water to drink, they will say, no, there is no water. For 2 days, we did not drink, we did not eat.
Ababiri unda takala.
They came for us in the evening.
Ababiri unda tapanda barukalja nyana lapa pomul keju kondigata.
They took us away so that anyone, each one of us, if you have, because we were almost like cops, you carry your own cops to your respective homes. As we laid there on the bare floor, one small child, I said to this man, I wanted to urinate. He held my hand and took me and said to me, I must urinate in his presence. When we were about to board the vehicle, they undressed us and they washed us. How could a man bathe a woman? That is what makes me confused. I returned home. I could not come out of my compound for a month. My whole body was aching me because of the drunkenness that and the struggle we undergone on the ground on that day. Now, even if I walk a little distance, I used to have problems with my chest. After walking a short distance, I would be tired. That was why I felt so embarrassed. A child who was almost my grandson. How could he undress you naked and bathe you? It is a female child who is expected to watch the mother when the mother is sick. That is all I have to say.
Thank you very much, Sonna. I would like to ask you some additional questions just so that we are clear about what you're trying to say.
Baramak Sonna, mangala peporu ngulongo epar, puine gijint tibichibi jakame kubarare koenyanki jawi achintula meul.
When you got to this unknown place and went into the building,
wali memingne da bande katoki megingne ndiam netem miarol nek metrol a danejika katokati king.
Who led the way?
Yen chuni mene chundi brun andu fetul. We were all mixed up. We were all mixed up and we were made to line and we were the ones behind.
Who made you to line?
The one who gave us the medicine to drink.
And can you tell me who gave you the medicine to drink?
He was dressed in red.
And he was he the man that had captured you, or was he one of the men that were dressed in red that were capturing all the others?
Na wuluwenke bukom dan tumnul chuni na lole mengu ne biunga to e mobwa ane abof bof ni biki mengu ne achibalo biki mengu ne bof ko ninul. There were many.
And you said you were led into the building and you were made to sit on the floor, the cement floor. Is that correct?
Am len tunde ne but tunde ne ju salo wekwi aba tunde de tefro te to cemento jint aju barare. It is the truth. It was a bare cement floor, not tiled like this.
Were you given any mats or perhaps cloths to spread on the floor?
Tum bulindu basa ane lienjanga in the bro. We lay down like that.
And you mentioned that you spent 2 days there. Where did you sleep?
We slept on the floor.
And that was the bare concrete floor without any coverings.
It's not like this, and there was nothing spread on the floor.
You said that you were there waiting, and before you were called, you and the group that you were in, other groups preceded you. Is that correct?
I'm Janem Chitul, I'm Chiripilip. Wali me bene beneta ruined balong akawalo mbeke mekine bro tupin the burun.
Wow.
Yes.
Can you tell us how many groups?
tum puri plain tund walinda me ngone na chirul abatunda na natare ngandaraban groupum chundul
undaru go to tabra tundu tefatu tundu yoro ni barana ni nopane ba chuma go ke anjandi ga ba jo forza kra.
We were lined, it was a long line, and so when they fill this cup and they give it to you, and if you drink and you could not finish, they will tell you by force you have to empty it.
And tell me, when these people who went in ahead of you, when they went into that particular room, what happened when they came out?
Banyambi ki making kine, bukul bigi ba chaks bukul na ro, and ne jamba for the pim japping kine, barangirin abanyang kine jolo karambako. Wali me ne be chili. Umdiba nam dumja. So anyone that comes out will sit like how I'm sitting now, and all of a sudden you'll see them, they'll collapse backwards and fall.
And do you know why they were behaving in this way?
Tum me konkai abukro manyerinding. I did not know.
Do you know what happened to them in this particular room that they went into before you went into the room?
Tum meko meno ko robokolo wali mem ngebe nej bu furepe bala mdu ka jawi breerum nejerul.
Anya arana ni kolo nyana ni ba ko ke nja ko pese no pa ko dia ku ya.
Awe paro tum wali mem ngebe kin ka nej bu furepe. Meko mene will parundi to be rabokula, Koba mene broarul. I did not know what happened to them.
And the particular group that you were in, was it comprised of any particular people? Perhaps was it the same people you came with from Makumbaya that comprised of that particular group?
Group ni meringne, chunguru bungitabantun, dem jaringne, dolem bafaro. Tumanya manchi ngurul. Ashibanya biki mekine, puni Makumbaya arena, ane bofuni balombe mekine or metokul. I told you we were made to line up and we were mixed, both male and female, so there was no selection of sort of.
And when you went into the room, you mentioned that you were given something to drink.
I'm lent ne. Wali me name neji bufurapi. Akako me ne bulind pandaron dran. Medicine.
Where were these medicines contained in?
Bukabi bulind bink. Bejani bul tum. Borotubul tiko tuwe.
Batore malik. Abaruka kaliki undi pote. Bachoma nokaba.
They put that inside water. And so now what they will do is just fill up this cup and give it to you to finish to drink to the last drop.
And you said that this liquid they gave you was medicine. Can you tell us how it tasted?
Am jound ne kobo link ndaran achibuko. Klentunde biba na mbeja wale meonem dambul. Anama jom de katutu. It was sour.
Sour or bitter?
Bitter, thank you.
Thank you very much. And how did you know it was medicine?
Umdim merune achibuko bibo lubun. I felt how bitter it was in my throat, and I knew that couldn't have been water.
And who administered this medicine to you?
Those dressed in red.
Were they assisted by any other people in the room?
Putunke by Mantiba making Jankala, Pampa pulling the book of Yondaran. When we arrived, we found him there, and he was just scooping water and giving it to us to drink, this medicine.
And after all the people who had gone before you had gone, what time did you eventually enter the room? What time of the day?
Wali Meringne, Bandokunrangi Ruchak. Abofaro rangu chako wali me butubling teba bay in the begimbia kunenda bofaro rangu tabantun walu min the nejirun pufure pink mpure place walumanta
ara ne ko ajana ndane na pani on the table so ko tiwo tundete.
They went inside and each one that drank came out and we were seated where we were.
Oru ajana ndane to pani tef
so
na to la ko niya juliaf. So
So they went inside, and anyone that drank would come out, and they were not in control of themselves. People were, because the medicine started now to take effect on them, and some people started falling down.
And please tell us what effect the medicine had on you personally after you drank it.
Walwink, lentun wibrero. Bukobi ulari memnem dambulo. Webero unto left wibrero. Up to this date, it is still disturbing me.
And how is it disturbing you?
Kanora nukajom. My whole body pains.
And you also mentioned that after you were made to drink the medicine, you were also bathed in it.
I'm laying to the ne, wali me ne bulin the book of Indaran and the ba. Baka kaji book of Montubaka, Kakanyoni the Bulkak. As we were about to come home, they undressed us and they bathed us.
And you have already explained how that made you feel, having these young men who would bathe you.
I'm learning about coming ko road rubiro wali memine o patutisi mek ne butu chiba timio bukaruntu bias and inubuku be bukanyo.
But can you tell me if you knew what the significance?
That was what they did.
Can you tell me if you knew what the significance of having you drink the liquid and bathe in it was?
Tumpuri plain tunda. Wake down. I will live in the run. Obabaka Jajibul Kaka and Yawinda. Well, they knew what they did to us.
At any point after you were abducted, up to the point when you came to this unknown destination, were you ever told why you were brought there?
Tum, wali me wine, Bumobu Ingricato, a punande. Te wali me wine, Bumbaran look at talking making them, Jam net and Musale Piarolo. A canyan mene, and not a lentu, we banner, Koekon, Sonna, Koekon Moba. Nobody told me anything.
After you got to this place, were you allowed to leave?
Wali me in the Bandakatoke, Tumbu, Taninbuga, Punyani mene, Malaputisa. They refused.
You also told us that you were not given any food or drink over the course of 2 days.
I'm learning to know. Chingu them making the Bichi, they talking making them medical. Bulletin Likum Dan, Bulletin Porapi Mepine, Pulupin the Repun, Ungrujiruna. That was what they did.
Do you know why they did not give you any water to drink?
To make Koeko Nabalang in the Likpran? I don't know.
Do you know if it had anything to do with the administration of the medicine?
Tum ne me ne undobo kobe mebe ne bulin darang kong kong balang in the karamalika ne. Well, I don't know.
Apart from what you told us, were there any strange effects from drinking the liquid?
Umpati ni ko mengi ne lentu ndo undobo kobe. Tuma kankong longi mengi ne nyani me arambo kobe karongo kongo mutunguna. Well, I don't know.
And you've mentioned what happened on the first day, and that was you drinking this strange liquid. Was it on the first day that you were made to bathe in it, or was it on the second day?
Mlentun babut bi ndawle bi kobe anda rambol to nu chak. Tum unu chak umuntu we banya windu na ne chitu nu chak.
Barana nundu ko ndu giranga onurufa. Ndu yoba betakala abu nyota nundu putis abaru nyobunda.
They gave us this medicine to drink, and so we fell. We were there the whole evening and night. The following morning, when we were about to go home, that was when they bathed us.
So one of the effects of having drunk that liquid was that you were unconscious.
Aka ulong tingi ngonge mengine boko be karoro le fu chun wali memnem dambul ajon namun kune mdikere mkede kemebeno kaka. You are like somebody who is confused.
All right, thank you very much.
Baramak.
Apart from not being given anything to eat and drink, you told us as well that there were no toilet facilities and you were made to urinate in front of these men. Did you have a chance to take a shower at all?
Mlendundne umpunui pulata mulek pran ne barela bi me benenderela ni tukoti metine dakata chimngal kom yab ngal pia patambe kiyarolo dem lendundne walu me ne katona mobo mforsiara tonti burun kesna patni meringne apoto bishina timio tum walu memre moba bulu buga purum dong nyaw be kinyawa no.
What about a change of clothes?
Mba puti sing you kom popene ngi long teme walu. The clothes that we came with were the same that we went home with.
And after you had taken a bath in the liquid on the second day, what happened next?
Wali mewingne bu nyawu ni bo ko bi bo len wi ndarano unu tabantun we ron kak we were suffering, we could not do anything.
And apart from your own personal experience, did you experience anybody in that place being maltreated by either the men who were wearing red or the other men who were dressed in uniform?
Umpuwi chukwe meming we achukwe memne ko paru biro nori merem norul. Tum puri puwi mutu koy mene achu nori mene na lonti inde but an noru komuntun kom chiganyan bantima ngi ijankal ane be gimya ko ne betime uniform man chiki bale penasi.
Ha. Ndima ki manjao iba mabunda ko ndabandi buru ko toti mum.
I told you when we were abducted and we arrived, what they were bringing out were like corpses.
Apart from that, Trrc mentioned that some people were beaten. Did you witness this?
Opuntu muntun. Trrc Gomez ni mene achin nyane me chaksum puji ponting bu fabi apiwa ne akabalo banyambe ki me kine borobupa. Tum puri buin ko muntuna timet ne banyambupa.
Alansana
Jaji was beaten.
Can you tell us how he was beaten?
Lentunde. Biba bubulu bija. There's another person called Kemo. He too was beaten. They had big shoes. Alasana was kicked here. And Danjaso, who died, the day that he drank the medicine. That was the last time he was able to speak. They took us home, and when we arrived, he died. Alasana was killed because of the beating.
So both of these individuals eventually died as a result of the treatment that they obtained in that unknown location.
Anamarane banyama tebiki pechetokul achi chi kambang ko mewine chunka buba ki making ne bubugul wale mewing ne tepon ne katoki making ne jam metro. I don't know the place.
I just wanted to confirm whether these two individuals died.
Mangale peme ne banyama tebiki bechet undoka buba.
If it
is you, what would you say? If you are tortured and you return home and you died, what would you think?
Sonna, this is not for me to answer. The questions are directed at you. I just want to understand what you are trying to tell us because we were not there and we don't know what happened. You've just mentioned that Danja Sow and Alasana were maltreated in that house and eventually you said that they died. And I just want to know whether they died as a result of what happened to them there.
Aninji Sonna, malese sune, chitule mpinji papron, pujank mangwe par, njika eporun. Mangali plantin, parme wichundul, koe meno ko para. Mpiba ne, nul Danja Sow, ni nul Alasana, bichat, tem jane, pichatu kulbilinga, achundo ka buba ki mekine, kako, awula bukule, wali mene, bichijukule, di katoki mekine da metakule. Mangal mdonk lentine, ubarare, chibato, mferne, pichato kula chundo kabupa.
Baran and buko.
They drank the medicine as well.
And do you know whether it was because of the medicine that they died?
Tum mene boko bi fime kumbula. Well, if somebody drinks a medicine and eventually dies, you would think that was the cause of the death.
Very well. And when did you eventually leave this location?
Awara me inkri lentund. Ulerwom we butani nun papatisito inde. In the evening.
And where were you taken to?
Abatapan in the tomb. They returned us back to our respective homes.
And at what location in Makumbaya did the bus drop you from?
Uleru we mengne batisaninda. Ubos tum tu wala nanu tum we awele no tum.
Arepe go ja katonya ko bandati. O paro bancho kiri to gwanata pukabund. So bandati nya ka je nya na katapanda.
So it was just going through the main highway. So whenever it reaches a particular house where one of the victims come from, it will stop and the victim will alight. Because at that time, the villagers had all came out. Every family was waiting to receive their relatives and take them home.
And who came to receive you?
Yembiung, Papati Sando. My my son Alabato came to receive me.
And when he came to receive you, how did he take you home?
I couldn't walk. I went home, and for a whole month, I did not get out of the house.
And you couldn't walk, so how did you actually get home?
Batapando jano ubo se katap o yo nati katoko banyana le kaje nyano le
uleru wala nuwe aboko bande alasana petizando omni ndatisa jom bampuri de piandar
impuriret
anda tisa jom
amma bina
I couldn't walk, so he held me.
And why were you not able to leave your house for a month after that?
We konam puri de pichili metokato tepliba. Because this medicine weakened me. This cup is too much for one to drink.
Did you seek medical treatment?
I usually go to the hospital to look for medicine.
And was that medicine able to cure you?
Even if it doesn't cure you, you have to keep going to seek for medicine.
And what is your state of health right now at the moment? I am not well. And did you behave in any strange way after you went home?
When I drank that medicine, my work, I was not able to work as much as I used to work before.
So how do you now support yourself and your family?
Ingri, omnim do nguro, papachi familio, benu ni familia ni merenem dukonarul.
Familia na mambanda, ana suru teko muntu amparma ya church.
When I arrived, one of the nuns, the Catholic nuns, heard about the incident because I'm a regular churchgoer.
Na suru ba kote, ido na ya na rimbalere.
The nuns at Bagote, they are the ones who occasionally extend a helping hand to me.
And we have received also a statement from your daughter Bana about some of the ways in which you acted after this incident. She said you were not behaving in a normal way.
Wanda kabuto irimi mene eko tibana ime abuku bana awuli unditi Impiba ene wali me ne mtisi katwende akango kongolo ngimmengi mdokorongolo ngimmengi ne nyani me na ko chiri waja tulwarawe de karongolo.
And that you were mentally imbalanced. Do you remember behaving in this way?
Yes, when I drank this medicine, my head, it's just like I am mad. Because I was thinking a lot. I am a family. I am in charge of the family. My husband is late, and here I was also on the verge of dying.
And the other people that you returned to Makumbaya with, who had the same drug administered on them, do you know eventually what happened to them?
Bapuni butman kumbaya beki megungne indi bikir barako mobile ngas lole tupande erana bokobe tum puri plen tunda ko mewne paro mbotu tu bire banyama muntu boko
impuri to me uli afun you.
I cannot tell. I can only talk about my health.
And after this incident, were you treated in any particular way within the community of Makumbaya?
Wali memingne Konga blinga par. Umdi banyando ko na mobu di untabu Makumbaya banyambi ki megine de tefni bokul.
Ubundu.
Banyambi ki megine de tefu de Makumbaya. Ulari memene baranda boko bi mtis Makumbaya. Umdi ba jombu ku wino gaja. Well, we were witches. Once you are abducted, you are a witch.
And being called a witch, how did that make you feel?
Comme nyampuru pujana we mti nanjana kalam umdi komuntu nyonu nam umdi nyon ko tagulu ka jari wasu.
Ulunjo ndong ka jutir ka ja nji timbo kwa ki awa ndilo ke karo pakalam mina ka ala ka to pesai akala to to pesai.
That is what used to make me sometimes think very lowly of myself. I used to ask myself, since I was born up to this age, this is the time that people will call me a witch. Does a witch have a star on his forehead or her forehead that you can be able to recognize them?
And before you were labeled a witch within the community, can you tell us what your status within that community was?
Lentunde bimdo binam di manyan di Makumbaya wali mebine nyane te churu ka nyana jakan mane we Sonna nti nakala daro namu ni banyana ja
yanjate kajipa mawape.
Nobody ever said anything to me. It was only after when I was abducted.
And do you know what effect this has had on the lives of your own children?
Comme purwayen putuanem pijanem ti nakalam umdun koy noromba boko miya khune bi chupatutis comme ne boko tenk ani ne ci nakalam mfiane umdun noromba ko la ja
unso rombo ko lunkawo nti babo ko bajani no kala ko kawari.
I brought shame to my children because here they have their mother who has been labeled as a witch. If your mother is labeled as a witch, that is embarrassment for you.
And how does that make you feel?
Umdiko yonu tu ku terwasu comme memingne baboko boka ter irimi manyank je nem ci nakalam.
Andu gonte fa na simbate ni nyano.
I'm just sitting down and I'm praying to God.
Thank you very much, Sonna. We're very sorry about the experience that you had.
Baramak Sonna, onda ka lentune onda chiko mene onda lilantamak chiko mengne ko par lubiro.
You didn't have to go through what you did.
Ndota ka pronk nora naing kombe nora na bink.
Mr. Chairman, thank you very much. I hand over the
witness to you. Chairman Prim, no pure pueper wutune akane me tinga commissioner ngin nang kay wepari me akal pueparo.
Thank you very much, Council, and thank you indeed, Mrs. Sonna Bas, for your testimony.
Baramaka Council, Baramaka Bot Sonna Bas, Wali Memgum Bim Chefti, am lent Wanyanko Meo Kopar Dubiro.
Sorry you had to endure such abuse and humiliation.
Undaka Pibanune, und Lilatu Ndubutu, Wali Memgne, Banyana Be and Noranu, about two Mjuterebeno, to Biro.
Very happy to hear that the church and the nuns extended a helping hand to you.
Malila mak wali memne mantene church ni basur bichibanyambi ki meki bernat abukulu butunk.
Notwithstanding the humiliation,
Ngal chituko mengne mankawru mengne butu.
You weren't left alone by your religious community.
Banyambi ki megne bulkubinda bufungu buga kom de Grisia buutatu buburato.
Sorry you had to endure so much.
Undaka nyanka kon kanyano kaka ki jambsa ko mengne norim noring.
Commissioners, if you have any questions, please indicate.
Keparing kriba commissioner nyani meni akawe paru me ngal peparu nupure peparu.
There are none. Mrs. Bass, if you have any concluding remarks to make, please proceed to do so now.
Anamara tu chitinka ba commissioners kad na kawe paru me ni akape peparu. Ingri bakawulu buga we Sonna Bas claimed babuk boss Gambia ko meno chundu waso ko undo wink ni bimme binem dukam ti di untaburi mankumba ya ingre lenta manyang ko meno chuni rimito me mene ka chijumba bi chebintare ba comme wem kawndi batu tu norim norwink usikom ko menem kaplente pu boss Gambia klente pu linkre.
Anja unorongi.
Well, I said, well, I said the suffering that I have endured, I will come and narrate it because wherever you may be, radios are transmitting what is happening here. My Lord, I give all to God. That is all I have to say.
Thank you very much indeed.
Baramak.
If there are no further points to raise, we will meet again on Monday in Jambur. We will inform you the exact time if there is any change from 10 o'clock. Otherwise, sharp 10, we will meet again in Jambur. Have a nice weekend, everybody, and get to see you in Jambur shortly. The meeting is adjourned.